Hi guys, I just wanted to take a couple more minutes to explain how to assess and how to observe your child a little bit more. So within the Montessori classroom, it's a little bit easier because the environment is set up for that. Daily, I would sit, in a chair and I have a notebook and I would take notes on what works the children are doing, how they're engaging with their material, if they're concentrating, if they're showing independence, if they're interested in new lessons, if they've mastered certain lessons, to kind of see what would come next for them, how they interact with their peers, etc. So at home, obviously, it's going to look different, but that's something you can do too. If you're able to, just even put a timer on, but just take 5 minutes when your child is occupied on their own to just kind of sit back and just to maybe write in a journal. I know that helps me in my concentration to have a journal to write in and just make some notes of, is my child able to concentrate? Is my child able to follow certain directions? Is my child able to do things independently? So when your child is, busy, maybe playing with Legos, you could just sit nearby. And again, it doesn't have to be for very long, but just kind of try to see what's going on. How is your child using the Legos? Is she just copying the directions? Is she able to follow the directions, and does the result and this look the same as in the directions? Is she struggling with the small pieces? Is it hard for her fingers? Are her fine motor skills strong? Are they weak? If they're weak, maybe she needs more time with Play-Doh to kind of strengthen those muscles. If they're strong, maybe she's ready for more complicated Legos. And to see, is my child able to stay with the activity for 1 minute, 10 minutes? Is that material, is that toy really grabbing her attention, or not really meeting a need? So taking that time to just kind of observe and wonder and see what's going on is really critical to helping you know where your child is at and where their development is at, and then also to help you know what the next step is. So if a 5-step Lego is getting to be easy and doesn't really grab her attention anymore, it might be that she's ready for something bigger, or maybe 5 steps is too many and she needs something more simple. So kind of just to help you gauge that, and then so that's a good way to do it. Just making sure you have that time to observe, to kind of see what's going on. And then the 3-period lesson, you can watch the other video I made on that. The 3-period lesson is a great way for you to know if your child has mastered a skill, particularly with letter sounds, numbers, and vocabulary. You can really see that growth there. So yeah, it doesn't have to be, a formal assessment or anything like that, but maybe when you're cooking at home, you can say, can you give me 5 eggs? And then see if your child is able to give you 5 eggs. If you only get 3, then you're like, maybe we need to work on numbers a little bit more. Maybe that's not a skill we've learned. And that's okay, because now that you have this information, you can go and say like, okay, now we're gonna play a game, and we're gonna collect 5 of things in our house. Can you find 5 spoons? Can you find 5 socks? Can you find 5 stuffed animals? And that informs you. This way you're letting the child show you what her or his needs are. And so yeah, I hope that helps to give you some ideas on how to assess your own child at home and see their progress, and see what the next step is, what they're ready for. So don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. We're happy to help. Bye-bye.